Hey, what's up guys? EZVIZ reached out to me and sent me the smart home camera for free to do an honest review. They didn't pay me for this review. This is specifically the C8C model. It has a few cool features. So it's 1080p, it pans and tilts, and it can actually rotate up to 352 degrees, but it actually shows you 360 degrees. Color night vision, infrared night vision, it is waterproof up to IP65, it can detect humans, and it basically can do cloud storage or local storage. So let's open this up, see what's inside, set it up, and I'll show you guys what it looks like.
12 seconds later.
Alright, comes nicely packaged. Quick startup guide. Sure. Friend. Okay, so it comes with some drill templates, so you can actually, it's basically a sticker that you put on your wall and then you drill into it and you should be good to go. That's always a nice thing that you don't have to measure. Not exactly sure what this is for. This might be to cover up a cable so it's waterproof, but we'll find out once I install it. Okay, so this is the camera. Okay, so you can see that it, okay, pretty much rotates almost to the, again, 352 degrees, but it rotates enough that it's actually giving you 360 degrees of view. And you get your micro SD card goes here. There's a reset button and stuff, so you know, probably unscrew that, put the micro SD card, and you should be good to go. It goes right there. And you got your two little antennas to give you better coverage. And you know, obviously these are the drill holes for that template that we saw. See what else is in the box. Okay, and just the power cable. So this is a regular power cable. So if you have an outlet, you should be good to go. Plug this in and golden. Let me also check if this supports up to 240 volts. Yes, it does. 100 to 240 volts, so it should pretty much work in most places. I should mention that this looks like you can actually directly hook up an Ethernet cable to it, and that's probably what this is for, to run it through, to lock it in, so it stays waterproof once you run an Ethernet. But I believe this also supports Wi-Fi, so I'll try Wi-Fi first.
Later.
Time for the install. So I put the sticker, drilled 4 holes where the templates are, and I put a bigger hole in the center so I could run the wires through. I screwed the camera into place, good to go there. I cleaned up the wires in the back and, you know, just nailed those to the wall and stuff. I taped up the Ethernet portion so I could stay clean in case if I want to use it later on. And definitely important to plug that into a weatherproof outlet. This is where I installed the micro SD card. Very, very simple. Just plug it in, put the antennas up, and good to go. So this is the rotation. It's rotating 352 degrees, which is pretty much showing you 360 degrees because of the camera's angle. So you could see that we started off with the ladder and the garage door, and it's ending with the ladder and the garage door. And this is a full vertical motion, so that was pretty much pointing straight down, and it goes up a certain amount. It's almost like a 90 degrees kind of thing from what I could tell, but more than enough to see what you want to see. Now for an audio test. Testing the audio system. Can you hear me clearly? Test back. How about now? How about now? I'm just talking at normal speaking volume. Not much noise around. I will keep talking until I get closer and closer, and I'm sure you can hear me clearly now. Getting into nighttime recording, there are 3 different modes. Color night vision, which uses an LED light on the camera itself to give you a color picture, which you could see here, and you can actually control the brightness of this from the app itself. You can see that I put it at its dimmest and then I'll put it back at its brightest. Then you have black and white night vision, which is the LEDs completely off, and then you have smart night vision, which is a combination of the first 2. Now this is what it looks like on my driveway with the dimmest setting, with its brightest setting, and then with it completely off. So you can see it's fairly dark outside. Now with everything off, this is what the picture quality looks like on the security camera itself. So you could see that I'm looking directly at the camera, but my face is kind of washed out. So if this is someone you know, a family and a friend, yes, you can recognize them. But if this is a stranger, especially with the hoodie on or something like that, it's going to be much harder to ID them in this black and white night vision mode. Now, you can do a combination of the two. Use smart night vision, which it defaults to black and white night vision, but when it detects motion, it goes to color night vision. Now, moving on to color night vision, this thing looks a lot better. It's much easier to see my face, much better quality, and this is just the LED light on the camera itself, which is pretty impressive from a security camera. Again, don't expect 4K quality, superb, anything like that, but it is easier to tell who it is. It's not super easy, but if they're walking up to the camera and looking directly at it, which I don't know who does, but for the purposes of my test, I did that, but people usually come with hoodies on and stuff, so don't expect bank level security. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, moving on to motion detection, you can see that someone's actually walking on the street. This part is filmed on my Panasonic camera, so that's why it's showing all clear and stuff. But they passed by, didn't detect them. Now, I'm walking on the sidewalk, so once I get past pretty much line of sight of the camera, then it detects me, and then the LED light goes on and it goes to smart night vision, which is really just the color night vision.
Later.
This is what the app looks like. When you get to the screen, you have a live view. So if I tilt my phone, you'll see that it goes to full screen. If I want to do a pan and tilt from here, I could do that. I could control this fairly easily. Move it however I want to do that. Up to you. You can also take a snapshot if you want to do that. You can also record video automatically. If you want to click, hey, record this, you could do that, and it saves it. So if I want to go back to the normal mode, I can also do it from here as well. So, same deal. So you have some basic options here. You could go to video history. Video history tells you, what you were using it for, at what time, and if it detected motion or whatever. And depending on what happened, you could, scroll throughout your day and you could see what happens. So I'm using my micro SD card. They also have a cloud storage option. So snapshot, record, you saw that. Definition, you can change from full HD, full high definition, to just regular high definition to standard. I just left it with full HD, which is 1080p. It does record at 15 frames per second, I believe. So active defense, and then privacy mode, if you want to just turn it off, you could do that, and good to go there. You can also share this camera. If you want to email someone, they could get access to it, or you could also go to settings, and then you can change a whole bunch of options if you want to do that as well. And these are the night modes, so you could put on color, you could put on black and white, or you could put on smart. I'll just leave it on smart just for now. And date format, everything else is pretty much basic. And cloud storage, everything's good to go. And Wi-Fi bars, I'm actually doing another mesh Wi-Fi video. I'm testing out another router, I should say. So it's getting, it works fine. It's not getting full bars, but it's decently far away. I would say it's probably about 40 feet away from where the router is placed, and it still gets pretty good coverage. Everything seems to work. And then there's firmware updates with the device version. It's up to date, so you're good to go there. And some other basic stuff, if you want to flip the image or whatever, you could do that as well. So that was pretty much the app in a nutshell. For the price, I think it's a pretty good camera. It's very smooth, gives you a lot of rotation. You could pretty much see what's going on and stuff. Now, is it perfect? No, but the thing is, for a camera for its price, I think it's pretty good. Pretty good quality. The app interface and stuff gives you a lot of customization. I really like the color night vision, and it does a pretty good job of, again, for something of this price, don't expect bank level security, 4K crazy quality from this camera. But if you're looking for a basic camera that does rotations and you do have a wall outlet around, Definitely recommend this thing. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.